Tortillas. Pretty much everything from beans to barbecue is better when it's rolled up in a soft, delicious tortilla. But not all tortillas are created equal. In the 1970s, restaurateur Marcelino Solis had a tough time finding quality tortillas like the ones he grew up with.
The satisfaction is when you touch it and you smell it, it tastes fresh, like your mother would make it in her kitchen.
So he started his own tortilla company.
It's a family-owned business. My father's the owner of the company. We've been doing business since 1979.
And as the family has grown, so has the factory. They now make over 300 different sizes and varieties of tortilla products. One of the faves is an Italian twist on the classic tortilla, tomato basil. It all starts here as dry ingredients are carefully measured and dropped down this chute into one of La Chiquita's 5 minivan-sized mixers. The recipe is simple and just like you'd make at home. There's flour, there's shortening, and there's some sugar and salt. But there's also something that wasn't in the original family recipe, a secret blend of tomato and basil powder.
We use a natural tomato powder, fresh tomato powder, and also natural spices.
Once the dry ingredients are properly combined, it's time for the water. Lots of it.
Water is one of our crucial ingredients. We use over 3 million gallons of water per year.
Once everything is mixed together in the perfect proportions, it forms a huge mound of yellowy orange dough.
We use over 50 million pounds of dough per year.
That's 25,000 tons, over 100 times the weight of the Statue of Liberty. What happens next? It's an absolute avalanche of dough dumping into transport carts. First, they get shuttled over to a lift. The lift raises the dough 10 feet into the air. Then it's dumped into a huge machine called the divider. The divider, as you probably guessed, divides the dough into identically sized dough balls. Next step, 10 minutes in the proofer. Its carefully controlled temperature and humidity level is what allows the yeast to leaven, or the dough to rise.
The leavening system is what gives the tortilla the softness, the pliability, the rollability.
Now it's time for these properly proofed portions to get plastered. What that means is the dough balls are sifted through vertical pipes where they're pre-flattened and then dropped onto a conveyor belt where they are squashed by a large hydraulic press into the more familiar shape of tortilla wraps. This machine is serious. We're talking 2,000 pounds per square inch, and this press can do 21 strokes a minute. Ouch! The price of perfection. The fully flattened discs of dough will be heat sealed on both sides, sort of a first pass at baking. Then they travel onto the ovens to fully bake. Once out of the ovens, things are looking up as the freshly baked tortillas travel up the cooler conveyor.
You don't just want to bring down the temperature of the tortilla, but you also want to make sure that you're pulling a lot of that moisture out.
Finally, a vision system on the line takes a picture of every single tortilla. Each must pass 8 individual tests for things like size, shape, and transparency. Those that don't measure up are sent to the reject bin. The wraps that pass muster, and most do, carry on to be stacked and pressed once more before they are ready for hand packaging.
If you take all the tortillas that we manufacture in 1 year and you put them end to end, they would actually wrap around the earth 5 times and actually get you halfway to the moon.
Wow. With numbers like that, there's only one thing left to say.
That's a wrap.
Coming up,